Test, test. All right, guys, we are back. This is, excuse me, Rachel Moore, Assistant AD and Director of Athletic Communications here at Central, filling in for Mr. Phil Fortaleza. Unfortunately, with the delayed start, Phil had to leave, but myself and Jay Sean Northington, our color commentator, will be bringing you the action for today's game as the number 7 nationally ranked William Penn Statesman out of Oskaloosa, Iowa will take on your Central Methodist Eagles here at Puckett Fieldhouse. Pull up some quick stats for you guys as we get things rolling. So just give me a couple seconds here. You guys are just tuning in. We appreciate you sticking around because this game should have been probably near the end here. Originally a 4 o'clock start time, but things happened. Had a bus situation, so had to delay our start, but no worries. We are here now, and we're excited to bring you some basketball in this final regular season game for both sides. As we look at the conference standings, a lot of things still can happen with that 3, 4, and 5 seed. Just kind of depends on, I think CMU is going to end up being on the road. It just depends on who they're playing. Penn comes into this contest with a 24-3 overall record, a 20-1 mark in conference action. Their first loss actually came to Baker University this past Wednesday in Baldwin City in overtime, so you have to imagine that they're ready to come out firing all cylinders. They've got some revenge, not even revenge, but looking to bounce back as they head into postseason play. They've already clinched the Hart regular season championship. I think it's their 7th in 8 years since they joined the conference, so they are the standard in Heart of America Athletic Conference men's basketball. The CMU men, 14-7 in conference play, 17-10 overall. They were undefeated at home until they dropped a game to Baker University, who looks like they're going to most likely be the 2 seed, depending on what happens with their game against Peru State. So Baker really coming on strong these last few years, and Coach Dooley's got his team going in the right direction. So just about 4 minutes left here on the clock. We recognized our 22-23 seniors right after the women's game, and we had a banner presentation for our women who posted an undefeated regular season at 28-0, 22-0 the conference, and we also recognized Mr. Charlie Brown. If you guys know, Charlie is our longtime broadcaster. You hear him on a lot of football and basketball games. He had a medical emergency this past fall and had to have surgery, which has required him to be out for this season. So we wish Charlie well in his recovery. He's here today for the regular season finale. So Charlie, if you go back and listen to this later, we're glad that you're here and you joined us, and we appreciate you, and we look forward to getting you back this fall. You guys will have to excuse me. Every now and then I'm going to mute myself on the mic. I think I'm coming down with a little bit of a cold. I thought I beat it a couple weeks ago, but a little bit tough. So instead of me coughing in your ears, I'll just mute myself and take care of myself, and we'll come back on. So every now and then I'll have a pause in the action, but we'll come back and bring you all the action here. So we'll take a quick break. About 3 minutes left here. You are listening to Central Methodist Basketball here on the Hart Conference Network.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Jashawn Northington. You are here with Jashawn Northington, and we are getting ready for this beautiful, intense, supposed to be, matchup between your William Penn Statesmen and your Central Methodist Eagles. So I hope you got your seatbelts on because I got mine on. You're going to need it for sure. So, just to give you a quick update, just to give you a quick overview, William Penn is 24-3 overall, 20-1 in the conference, but CMU record is 17-10 with the conference being 14-7. So, before we break everything down, we're going to go through the starting lineup, and we will get this thing on the roll.
right, guys, that was Mr. Gary Linhart with our starting 5 on both sides. We're about to get ready to get started. Penn's got those dark numbers with light outline, a little tricky to see, but Jay Sean and I will do our best to bring you the action, make sure we're calling out the right players as we get rolling. Penn, the number 7 team in the country that already wrapped up the Hart regular season championship. And CMU's going to look for a big-time upset as we get underway here. Reeves to jump for CMU. Official psychs him out a little bit. And tip controlled by the Statesman. And quick jumper by Pennington. Good job, rebound by Morris. And McGrew's going to bring it up. McGrew to Morris to James Jordan. So that's you. Turnover by CMU, and we're going to go back the other way. 3-pointer by Penn. Got it. Early 3-0 lead here for Penn as Pennington gets the Statesman on board. Jordan over to Morris. Morris to McGrew. McGrew drives. Over to Jordan in the corner. Jordan, good spin move. He's battling down low. Kicks out to Reeves. Reeves thought about a 3, thought better. He's going to drive. Little spin around jumper and a nice 2 by Reeves.
That was pretty beautiful right there.
Reeves is kind of known to do that. He's got a good little turnaround jumper, though. Don't you think, Jay Sean?
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Yep.
I like how he kept his feet like on the ground instead of, getting that travel call, because you do not want that, especially right now.
Yep, classic Kobe turnaround there. So that was good by Reeves. And Penn answers. I believe that was C.J. Washington.
They respond with the turnaround on their own.
I know. Quick answer by CMU. That's going to be an air ball, though, from Morris. And we'll go the other way.
Seems to be the Statesmen have done a lot of film work, because JQ was pretty hot. Last game, was it Baker?
It was.
Well, last home game, Baker, yeah, he was pretty hot.
And McGrew's going to get a foul. That's his first foul, first team foul. And Penn's probably a little bit salty. They played well against Baker down in Baldwin City, but a good crowd there, kind of energized the Wildcats and handed Penn their first conference loss of the year. So you have to imagine that Penn is looking to exact a little bit of revenge as Chase Crusoe.
Most definitely.
Yep. Chase Crusoe with the 15-foot jumper, and Penn leads 7-2. McGrew drives over to Isaiah May. Isaiah May back to McGrew, over to Reeves. Morris and Jordan, they swing it around. Jordan pump fakes. No call, though. And Statesmen are going to come away with the rebound, and they'll go the other way. It's Newton over to Washington. Crusoe, top of the key. Reeves guarding.
Looked like he wanted to take a step back there.
He did, thought better. A long 3 in the corner from Edwards. Good job by Reeves, and Reeves is usually a double-double machine.
Oh, yeah.
Morris with a quick 3, just off that front of the rim, and Penn's going to go the other way. And Reeves is someone you want to get going early on.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
And a little powerful layup from Munir Newton, 6'5", sophomore out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Penn extends their lead 9-2.
Yeah, the Eagles really need that spark.
They do, and that's not going to do it. A turnover by James Jordan, and Penn's going to come away with it.
I think it might be a timeout approaching if they don't take a score. They don't score yet.
Yeah, down 9-2 early on, and Penn is not a team that you want to get down too early, because they'll put games away early, and that's kind of what they're known for.
Most
and good
definitely.
defense, though. McGrew with the turnover over to Newton. Newton misses the little layup. And that's going to go out on Penn, and we'll go the other way. Jay Sean, what do you think of these first 4.5 minutes of game action so far?
I feel like what we need to do, as far as the Eagles, we need to keep control of the ball. Let's stay strong with the ball. Let's make the right decisions. You know, let's not be careless with the ball. Let's make the right shots. You know, let's not force shots because William Penn is a team you cannot afford to just take shots anywhere. You know, this is not one of those games. It's not let's exhibition game or anything like or pickup game. This is a serious matter, you know. And William Penn being who they are, you need to bring it your all. And especially being a senior night, you need to bring it your all. And I don't think we're bringing our all so far. But there's room for improvement. It's still 16 minutes left in the first half. We still got another half too.
James Jordan sinks one of one so far. He's got 1 point early on. It's the 3rd point of the game for Central. I think another key piece is see if you can get William Penn in some foul trouble. They've got a fairly deep bench.
Oh, yeah, we really do.
2 for 2 for Jordan. It's now 9-4. Crusoe's going to bring it up. And again, guys, a little bit of a pause as I make sure I say out the right numbers. A little bit of a tough outline on these jersey numbers. I'm a sports information director at heart. As Washington, step back jumper, no good. Morris with the rebound over to Jordan. Jordan's going to go up. Left-handed layup. And
smooth. That was pretty smooth right there.
That was good. James Jordan, known for dunking. He's a graduate student who's going to be finished here after this season. Penn responds quickly. It's now 11-6. And you have to go ahead, Jason.
Wait, my bad. William Penn has been getting some tough buckets in the paint. Like, those are some tough buckets. And I feel like we just need to be just as aggressive as they are. You know, in order to get some calls, at least some calls. We may not get every call because, you know, the referees aren't perfect. So some calls are better than no calls.
And that was a good start by McGrew.
Exactly.
Misses it, though. Gets his own rebound, though, which is big. Can't come away with it, though, and Penn's going to go the other way. Crusoe.
It was a nice pass.
Kicks it out to the corner. In and out. Rebound again by Penn, though, and almost got an and one. We'll see who they get the foul on here. We'll have a few substitutions. It's going to be on number 5, James Jordan. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. And Newton is going to go to the line.
You hear someone in the stands say, we need a rebound, White.
We do need to rebound.
Yes, we do.
And Everett Stubblefield and Trent Lyles are going to make their debuts in this game. For Penn, it's going to be Daniel Autry, number 4, and then I believe Malik Everett was already in. Oh, so the gentleman sitting over there on the scorer's table, he's going to come in for Newton if he makes this free throw, which he does. And I think that's going to be...
Make it 12-6.
12-6.
William Penn in the lead.
DJ Purnell, 6'6", junior forward out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. He's going to make his debut in this game. And if you guys remember, Everett Stubblefield has had a few games where he's dropped pretty close to 30 points. And he's been Hart Player of the Week a few times. He would be one to get going coming off the bench. He can kind of do a little bit of everything. Lyles.
Did you say 40?
30.
Oh, 30.
And they call Lyles with the travel, and that'll be a turnover. We'll have another substitution for William Penn, number 21, Javian Brown. No, if Everett had a 40-point game, that would have been somewhere close to the record books. I think Jeff Sherman, our director of athletics, and who's a former men's basketball coach, I think the all-time record was a 54-point scoring performance. I can't remember exactly who it was. As Crusoe goes up, misses it. Washington gets the rebound, though. Excuse me, Javian Brown with the rebound and put back, and Penn leads 14-6. Stubblefield. Reeves back to Stubblefield will run the offense.
And another thing I've noticed that the Eagles are doing right now is
James Jordan with a step back 3. No good, it'll go the other way. Go ahead, Jay Sean.
Oh yeah, I was saying another thing I've noticed from the Eagles on the men's side, we are not moving. You gotta move with and without the ball. You gotta be able to, create ball movement and motion. Even if you don't have the ball, that's how you get open players and stuff. Because no one wants to guard for no more than 10 seconds. I mean, to be realistic.
Little 20-footer from Malik Edwards. Good job by Trent Lyles to come down with the rebound. It's about 1-on-4, so he thinks better and brings it out. May over to Jordan. Jordan with a nice little crossover out to Reeves.
Pass.
Reeves in the corner. Nothing doing. Lyles almost came away with it. Nothing doing, though. And Autry, good coast-to-coast by Autry. And Penn is, man, defensively, Penn is having a day. They pushed their lead to 16-6 over CMU, 13:21 left here. I'm going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. This is CMUEagles.com here on the Hart Conference Network. All right, guys, we are back. Quick timeout. Stubblefield, top of the key. Reeves with kind of a screen. May, the long three. Nothing. And good pass there. Edwards couldn't complete the play, but they go back and get the rebound again. Another missed layup, and this time Isaiah May comes down with the board, and we'll go the other way. Everett Stubblefield, nice little left-handed layup attempt. No good, though. And another good job by, I think that was DJ Purnell. DJ Purnell is 6'6" junior out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. I always appreciate those guys that are way taller than me. I'm only 5'2", so above 6 foot. I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate your game and what you guys can do. But Everett Stubblefield, he's not 6'6" by any means, but he can put up some points.
Oh, yeah.
Jordan over to May. May drives, and the and one.
And one. Beautiful move.
Count the bucket. Javian Brown with his first personal foul, second team foul. We'll have a couple substitutions. Charlie Bronikowski is going to return in this game, as is Jaquan Morris. Isaiah May, one of those seniors that's going to graduate after this year, is going to go to the line and try to get the three-point play the old-fashioned way, and he gets it.
Yes, ma'am, he does.
Lead is 18-9 now for William Penn. Edwards. Over to Purnell. Purnell, Bronikowski guarding.
Just ball movement after ball movement.
Very good ball movement. Pennington. Three in the corner. Off the rim. Bronikowski had it. Then Lyles comes away with it. 2-on-2. Nice move by Trent Lyles and Jaquan Morris with the slam.
On his
They got to get
head.
back on defense, though. Purnell right there. Autry for three. Got it. That quiets the crowd a little bit.
Yep. Getting back is a major issue for the Eagles.
Yep. William Penn also, historically, a pretty quick team, though. So if you dunk, you kind of have a few seconds to recollect, and then you've got to get back on defense. So I think caught him napping just a little bit. Everett Stubblefield for three. Nothing doing. And Purnell with the rebound. Pennington. Autry, three.
Too strong.
Misses everything. Yep, a little too much mustard on that one. Trent Lyles comes away with the rebound. Lyles. And good defense by Brown. He pokes it out. And we'll have a couple more substitutions for Penn.
So you gotta keep that ball. You gotta always see ball and your defender. Like Lyles,
Yep.
I guess he thought he lost his defender, but the defender was right on his.
Got caught in no man's land, man, a little bit with no help over on that, on this near side.
Is it his first
May
one?
Up to Quan. Nothing. Rebound by Suarez. Penn looking to go again quickly. Again, another offensive rebound. They miss.
Another one.
And again, and I think that's going to be Newton again. And looking at this, just looking at their roster, 6'6", 6'3", 6'2", 6'4", 6'5", 6'4", 6'4", 6'11", 6'8", 6'6". So it's a tall It's a tall William Penn team, so you can see why they're one of the top rebounding teams in the country and why they're having their way today. Lyles for 3. Nothing doing. We'll go the other way. Penn leads 23-11 with 10 minutes remaining. I think they'll get Bronikowski on a foul. We'll see if I'm right. Sometimes I am.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, not always. And that's going to be the media timeout. So 23-11 here for William Penn over CMU. We'll look at some quick stats for you here. While I pull this up, Jay Sean, kind of what are you thinking these first 11 minutes? Kind of more of the same, what we saw in those first 4?
Yeah, more of the same. I mean, we picked up the intensity just a tad bit, but not too much. I feel like we have more. We have way more to bring. You know, we have way more to improve on. You know, it's only 9:55 left in this first half, and the score is 23-11. You know.
Yeah. CMU's got a lot of scorers on the team, but again, Penn, one of the top defensive teams in the country, has really done their homework and held CMU to only 11 points. So we'll look at some quick stats for you guys. CMU 23.5% shooting compared to 40% for Penn. Haven't made a 3 yet. They're 0 for 8. Penn's 2 for 6, 33%. And CMU's 3 from 3 from the line, but they've committed 4 turnovers, and Penn has out-rebounded them 17-11 with 5 of those coming on the offensive glass. So,
wow.
Second chance points, 4 for William Penn, none for CMU, and points in the paint, 10-6 in favor of the Statesmen. So CMU's got a little bit of work to do as we move on here. James Jordan with 4 points, Isaiah May 3, and then Keenan Reeves and Jaquan Morris with 2, and that's about it for point scoring here. We've got to get some of our sharpshooters going. Jaquan Morris 0 for 3. I thought he might energize that crowd a little bit with that dunk.
Yeah, build up some momentum there.
Yep, but Penn did a good job of kind of smothering that early on and made it a little bit of a challenge.
Yeah, you can tell they did their homework.
They did, indeed. Suarez over to Autry. Autry with Bronikowski, now Morris guarding him. Penn looking to go inside. And Crusoe from 3. As the shot clock goes off, Reeves with the rebound.
We got Money Marcus. That was a nice pass.
Nothing doing though. I think that was Marcus Anthony there, and
yep.
Again an error pass though by Penn, and it'll stay down here. Penn, the regular season conference championship, they've won 7 of the last 8 since they've come into the conference in 2015-16. So they have really stamped their mark in this conference, and it's a challenge, and they're a good team. It's a team that you want in the conference, but it makes it a little difficult for everyone else as Crusoe goes up and gets the little 2-point layup.
Yeah, easy layup for him. No one just skipped right through the lane.
He did, a little bit of an open lane. Morris over to Reeves. Stubblefield, little cross, goes into a host of Statesmen, and they're going to get the foul there. I thought he might have been blocked, but they'll call that foul. And I think they're going to give that to, it's going to be Rodrigo Suarez. He's a 6'4", 210-pound sophomore out of Dallas, Texas. And Everett Stubblefield looking for his first few points of the evening. Free throws up, and good.
Yep, gets his first one.
James Jordan with the substitution. He'll come in and replace Marcus Anthony. Stubblefield again. We're going to go 2 for 2, and he's got it. 25-13. William Penn over CMU.
I wish it was CMU.
I know.
Over
Normal. Yeah. You never know. There's about 28 minutes left of game action. Hopefully we can get back into it.
Oh, yeah. Got a whole nother half.
Turnover by Autry over to Morris. Stubblefield back to Morris.
Ooh.
Good passing, though, and that's what you want to see. Bronikowski with the 2-point layup. And
that's going on the highlight reel.
That is. We'll throw that up on the replay for you guys. And kind of a wild pass there by William Penn.
Yeah.
And And they'll call timeout and they'll reset. So 8:09 left. CMU with a little 4-0 run there to kind of get back in this game. We pulled within 10. James Jordan 4 points. Everett's got 2. Keenan with 2, Jaquan with 2, and Charlie Barnikowski with 2. So not a bad little run to get back into it. There's some more work to do. And, we'll just have to see. So we'll be right back. You're listening to CMUEagles.com here on the Hart Conference Network. All right, guys, we're back. Everett Stubblefield's going to bring it up. Stubblefield looking for Morris. Morris is yet to make a 3. There's the 4th one. Misses again. Rebounded by William Penn. And William Penn with a 3. Got it. 28-15, William Penn. 7:45 left here in the first half. CMU's got some work to do. Stubblefield over to Barnikowski. Barnikowski up to Stubblefield. Stubblefield with a 3 from left side. Off the rim and no good, and Penn's going to come away with that. Stubblefield down. Missed layup there by Crusoe, and Everett Stubblefield comes away with the rebound. Up to Morris. Morris looks to drive in the lane, and I think they're going to call a foul, and they do. See who that goes against. Rodrigo Suarez. That is his 2nd personal foul, 4th team foul of the evening, and Morris is going to go to the line and shoot a pair. Morris sends one up. Got it. A couple more substitutions for William Penn. James Pennington is going to come back in, and then I think Jade McGrew is over there on the scorer's table for CMU. Looks like he's going to come in for Morris, given that Morris makes his free throw, which he does. So 28-17 CMU. Correction, William Penn. I've been used to saying CMU so much. Undefeated at home until that loss to Baker. Riding a really good win streak at home and kind of overall, and got us back into the conference tournament race, which we are, we've kind of set ourselves and we're in. As Autry comes away with a jumper, nothing doing though. Reeves with the rebound, sends it out to Stubblefield. Stubblefield over to McGrew. McGrew to Reeves. Reeves to Stubblefield. Stubblefield, top of the key. He's going to drive on the left side. McGrew over to Barnikowski. Barnikowski with a nice little reverse layup there. Barnikowski's got 4.
That was beautiful.
And they're in single digits now, 28-19.
Oh, with the block?
Barnikowski with the block. And Autry with the 3. Again, good defense by CMU, but you have to come away with some of those rebounds if you want to get some extra possessions. Just have been struggling with that so far in this first half. McGrew. High off the glass, nothing doing. Autry with the rebound. Crusoe with James Jordan guarding him, and they're going to get Jordan on a foul, and I think that's going to be his 2nd personal.
Wow. I don't think that was a foul. I mean, he extended it behind his head, and
yeah,
you never know.
Officials saw something different, and that puts Jordan at 2 fouls with just a little over 6 minutes left in this first half.
Yeah.
And Crusoe misses the first as Isaiah May. He's going to come in and give Jordan a breather. I'm curious to see if we'll see Jordan the rest of this half. We've already got a couple Eagles in foul trouble.
Yeah, I doubt we'll see him in this half again.
Yeah, he's none too pleased with himself. Crusoe makes the 2nd, and it is 32-19. Crusoe with 5 points. So 32-19, just over 6 minutes remaining. McGrew over to Reeves. Reeves to Stubblefield. Stubblefield a long 3 from downtown. Good offensive long rebound by Barnikowski. Back to Stubblefield.
There you go.
Stubblefield knifes his way through the defense, and it's 32-21. Pennington. Crusoe on May.
With a little
Rims it up.
crossover. Step back.
And I think Reeves will come away with that rebound. We'll see who they give that foul to. And they'll give it to C.J. Washington. I think that's his second team foul, fifth team foul, so 2 more fouls, and I think we'll be in the bonus.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's 6 or 7.
I think it's 7 fouls to get in the bonus and then 10 in the double, so that would make sense.
Yeah.
Simi just has the edge there. Stubblefield with the drive, got it.
Such great athleticism right there by Stubblefield.
Yep, he is small, but he is mighty. He's got 6.
Yep.
32-23. Simi cuts the lead at single digits again.
Oh.
And I think he walked, and he did.
I've seen that from all the way up here.
Yeah, he took one too many giant leaps, and we'll go the other way.
There's an intensity again by the Eagles. Very much needed.
Something I think that CMU would benefit is somehow getting William Penn to get sped up and get out of rhythm. Foul on the floor.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I agree with you just said. Yeah. Get them out of rhythm.
James Pennington with the foul. That's his first of the evening. That was something that Baker did a good job of last time when they were here. They really got CMU out of rhythm, and you know we played hard and had some good possessions, but good pass though from Bronikowski to May on the inbounds. 32-25, and the deficit is now 7.
That was a tough layup by May.
It was a good find by Bronikowski. Edwards, and the crowd is back into it. Bench clapping their hands, and so is the student section. Number 7 team in the country, only up by 7 against CMU.
Oh, great find.
Yeah, good find there, boy.
Found him on his own island.
So, yeah, he was wide open down there in the paint. I think we got a little too complacent up top, thinking they might shoot for a long 3, but lead back to 9. McGrew, Keenan Reeves, Stubblefield. Stubblefield looks like he wants to drive, and I think he will. A lot of action going on there. Penn comes away with it, though. Autry. Long 3 in the corner by Malik Edwards. Edwards is 6'2" sophomore out of Drexel Hill, Pennsylvania. So there's a few guys from Pennsylvania on this roster. So it's a very well-respected area for basketball.
I guess this is, is it close to Iowa, Pennsylvania?
No. Pennsylvania is very much east of, it's kind of in the Jersey area, depending on where you're going. And a block by McGrew came away and was looking for a left-handed layup. Near Newton, though, said no. No, Philadelphia is it's not an East Coast state necessarily, but you can find it on the east side. That's where Kobe Bryant was born and raised, and one of the greatest in the history of pro basketball. Everett Stubblefield with a jump back 3. Nothing doing though. Penn's going to go the other way. And I think they're going to get goaltending on that. They are.
And touched the back of the touched the backboard before.
Yep. Anytime a ball goes off the glass and you block it after the fact, it'll be a goaltend because that ball is most likely going in had you not have blocked it. So just a little bit late on that attempt, but that'll count for Penn, and the lead is 39-25. Morris over to Bronikowski. And they'll give that to James Pennington. That's James Pennington's second personal foul. And I was right. So once you get to 17 fouls, it is the bonus time. So we'll shoot 1 and 1. Trent Lyles is going to come into this game. He'll replace Stubblefield, and we'll see if Everett comes back into this game. I can't imagine he would, though. Give him some extra time.
Yeah.
Bronikowski misses the front end of the 1-on-1.
Great effort by May. He almost had the rebound there.
Yeah, May's one of my favorite players just because he's such a tough rebounder and he's a sharp shooter and kind of has a combination of everything that you like. And that one's blocked by Bronikowski. Penn comes away and gets their own rebound, and finally May comes away with it. Perfect timing, just as I was praising him. He comes away with a rebound and made me look good. So
I was just about to say that,
yes,
too.
Yes, thank you, Isaiah. Trent Lyles, Bronikowski on the screen. Bronikowski drives, just a little bit off.
Too strong there again.
Penn, like I said, they move quick.
Great hustle by Morris there.
39-25 here, and Marcus Anthony, he's going to come back in. He's going to replace Bronikowski.
Inbounding. What I've noticed from William Penn, they love the step back. They
do.
love that step back.
A long free from Washington, rebounded by Marcus Anthony.
And I don't blame him. He creates a lot of space, too.
And good job by Reeves remaining patient. A lot of kids, or a lot of athletes would just go up and would shoot that and may or may not get it to go in. But good job by Reeves there to remain patient. Let the defender go by him, and he goes up and gets the easy two. And quick turnover for Penn, and CMU's going to have the ball, trailing 39-27 with 1:53 left.
Pretty quick first half so far.
In his women's game was similar too. Not a whole lot of fouls called, and hopefully we don't jinx it in the second half. That usually happens in baseball, softball. If you say that a game is going quick, usually something happens and it gets progressively slower as you go along. So
yeah, let's not jinx it.
Yep, we'll just we'll knock on wood as Morris sends one over to Lyles. Lyles to Anthony. Anthony from three at the top of the key. Nothing but May with the offensive
There
rebound.
You go.
Lyles. Reeves on the screen. And I think they're gonna get Reeves on the illegal screen. Must have been a moving screen.
That will be his first foul in this matchup.
And the clock is still running. I'm not sure why. Oh, okay. I thought they were shooting free throws and the clock was still going, but alas, I was misinformed. Malik Edwards
with 11 points.
He's got 11. You can tell who their go-to guy is.
Yeah, we can.
Anthony over to Morris. Morris drives, kick out to May, and then to Trent Lyles.
Wow.
Blocked, though, by Pennington.
Great hustle by Marcus there. Great defense, too.
Over to Morris. He's looking for his first three. Misses. And Penn's going to come away with just under 40 remaining. And a good job by DJ Purnell.
With the up and under.
Up and under.
For the and one.
Marcus Anthony, that's going to be his first personal foul. 6th team foul, so one more for the bonus. And Everett Stubblefield, he's going to come in and replace Lyles.
That was a very athletic play. Very athletic.
It was.
Play.
It's always a play that I like to see. That kind of up and under, over
yeah.
the layup. It's a good way to create some separation. He misses it, but again, Penn with a strong rebound. Malik Edwards for three, got it. 46-27. CMU is going to get the last possession here. The shot clock is off. We'll see what head coach Matt Sherman calls out.
Think they're going to try for the last shot?
Yeah, the shot clock is off, so I'm thinking that's what they did. I don't know if you want to give Penn another chance at an offensive push. Stubblefield drives left, looking for May. May from three on the left side, got it.
He gets it.
And we'll see if Penn can get a shot up before the clock expires. We'll see it. And an unlucky foul. Coach Sherman is not going to be happy with that. Morris is going to commit a foul, and I think the Statesmen are going to be shooting threes. They'll be shooting 3 free throws.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm speechless.
Yeah. That's his first personal foul, 17 foul. And I think they're going to go and they'll review and see if they got this shot off, and if so, if it was a 2 or a 3, and if they're going to be shooting free throws. I think he did get it off before. Morris came up behind and just kind of hacked the shooter, and it's basically get another offensive possession. And you don't want that, especially against a team like William Penn, wouldn't you say so?
Yeah, I most definitely say so. I would agree strongly.
Yep.
I mean, this is not the team to be, doing these type of things with. You can't afford that.
Yep.
The score being 46-30, and it's just the first half. William Penn is on pace to maybe 100 points.
Yeah, and I mean, Penn, they're usually average 80 or 90 points a game. And I'm sure they've put on a few 100-point performances against some teams in the conference.
This is going to put .5.
They'll put .5 on the clock, and I think this is Crusoe. I think that's number 5 down there. Again, for you guys watching at home, I apologize if the numbers aren't completely accurate. Sometimes a little tough to read. And the first one is up. Got it.
Yep. That's Crusoe.
It is Crusoe. Very good.
Coming out of Vashon High School. But he's a junior.
Yep, a St. Louis, Missouri kid. So he's a local product, not too far from here. He misses the second of 3. And with .5 seconds, May's just going to throw one up and almost hits our photographer there. So halftime here, 40-37. William Penn came out firing on all cylinders. That's an impressive team, and you can see why they're the number 7 team in the country, huh, Jay-Sean?
Yeah, most definitely. Number 7 in the country?
They are. Yep.
Man.
Yep, they hosted, traditionally they're very good in the regular season and postseason, and they're always making some noise in the national tournament.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think they've won a national championship yet, but they're usually always kind of in the running to make some noise when they get there. And Coach Henry and his staff do a good job of recruiting. You can see they get a lot of diverse players from Missouri, Pennsylvania, Louisiana, Iowa.
Do.
And, it's a tribute to them and getting them to play together. So, Jay-Sean, I don't know if you want to read off some quick stats as we get going here. I'll go ahead and mute myself and kind of let you take control of the halftime, or we can take a break, and when you're ready, you come back and you read them off.
Well, we can take a quick break.
Okay.
We're going to do the
all right,
we're going to recognize a team.
Yep, we're going to recognize our esports team. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to put my headset down and we'll listen to Gary Linhart on our PA.
Eagles' next competition will be Tuesday, February 21st. Fans can catch the action on esports Twitch stream at Twitch TV/Senior Eagles. Ladies and gentlemen, please give me a round of applause for our Senior Eagles esports program.
Women's soccer.
Nationally ranked women's soccer program under the direction of head coach Dan Spindler. This past fall, the Eagles swept the Heart regular season and conference tournament titles for the 4th consecutive season with a final record of 19 wins, 3 losses, 1 tie, and 11-0 and 1 record in conference play. Central punched its ticket to the national tournament for the 6th consecutive season and finished the year ranked 7th in the nation. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for your 2022 CMU Women's Soccer Program.
All right, everyone. So that was your 2022 esports program. And Coach Tyler Molnar, in his first year leading the esports team, has made some noise. They've had 3 championship appearances, 1 championship in, I believe it was Rainbow Six Siege. I'll have to double check myself on that. But really strong team, and they're doing some things, and we're excited to get them back going. Their next match is going to be this coming week. You can follow all the action on cmueagles.com as we get those schedules uploaded and linked for you. And our women's soccer program, number 7 in the country at the end of the day, and they won their 4th consecutive regular season championship as well as their 4th straight Hart Tournament championship. Quite an impressive feat for Coach Smidlin and his staff. Has really just done a lot of great things. And it's a busy day here not on the campus of CMU, but our Eagles are out and they are making some noise. We've got the Hart Men's Wrestling Championships up in Oskaloosa. Track and field. Indoor, they are at Northwest Missouri State. And baseball is down in Joplin, competing in the Joplin Invitational in Missouri. And CMU softball came away with 2 victories over Williams Baptist. So, a busy day, a strong day. Of course, the women clinched they already had it clinched, but they sealed an undefeated regular season with a 82-42 win over the William Penn Statesmen. And so just a great day for our Eagles and all of our programs. Those that have been recognized today, those that we've recognized before, we appreciate you guys and everything that you do to make us look good, and we're real proud of you. So I think what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to take a little bit of a break. When Jashawn's ready, he's going to come and give you guys some halftime stats and breakdown. And we'll come back. It's about 12:25 left on the clock here as we get things going into halftime. But Penn leads CMU 48-30. So I'll be back shortly. This is cmueagles.com here in the Hart Conference Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jashawn Northington here to give you guys a quick halftime update. So far, the score is William Penn 48, Central Methodist 30. You know, the Eagles are down 18 points so far, and the reason is mainly because of defense. Poor defensive effort by the Eagles. You know, I feel like the second half we got to keep it up. You know, we got to bring more energy, more intensive defense. You know, we got to play more as a team. We got to play better. You know, move the ball around just as well as William Penn is moving the ball around. You can tell they're moving the ball around pretty smooth because they're 50% from the three-point line, 45.2 from the field goal range, and 45.2% from the field goal range. And the only thing that's stopping them is the free throws. You know, they're 50% from the free throw line versus Central Methodist being 87.5% from the three-point line. From the free throw line. And field goal percentage for Central Methodist is 30.6, while three-point field goal percentage is 6.7. We're 1 for 15. So I feel like in order for Central Methodist to get back on this right track, you know, make it a close neck-to-neck game in order to beat William Penn. And they're going to have to play a lot of defense and play more as a team and out-rebound as well. So, again, this is Jashawn Northington. Thank you all. And we're about to get this second half action back up and started for you. Here with Rachel.
Thank you, Jay Sean, and we are back and rolling. CMU is going to go from left to right on your screen offensively. Morris with a three from the corner. Nothing doing. It's going to be an air ball. It'll stay with the Eagles, though, and just a tough shooting night from three there. 1 of 15 from three, and I think they're trying to get a lot of those points back in chunk plays, and something that you can't really do. You got to kind of just slowly chip away at it.
Yeah, you got to let it all come natural.
Yep. Reeves to Stubblefield. Stubblefield up top. Reeves to May. May with a little floater. Nothing doing, and Penn's going to come away with the defensive rebound. Edwards. Isaiah May guarding him. That's going to be a three from Washington. Nothing doing. Kicked out to May. Over to Stubblefield.
What I realized from Edward is that he has great footwork.
He does, and just as we say that, Jaquan Morris with some nice footwork with a little left-handed layup on the right side of the basket.
Yep.
And scores 48-32, William Penn. Crusoe. Off to Pennington. Pennington with Isaiah May guarding. Good defense by May. That's a high jumper. Nothing doing, though. Morris comes away with a rebound. Over to Jordan. Jordan with a nice pass to Morris.
Nice. Just smooth. That was pretty smooth.
That's what you like to see. And you know James Jordan has been playing hoops for a while. If he can play like that.
Oh, yeah. It's this type of game.
It is. And good defense again. Keenan Reeves over to Stubblefield. James Jordan. Jordan with just 4 points in that first half. And the contested layup with Newton guarding him. And
I feel like that's the run the Eagles needed right there.
It is a little 6-0 run here in the first couple minutes of that second half, and you just got to get away and you just got to chip away in chunk pieces. So Isaiah May with 8 points, James Jordan with 6, Everett Stubblefield with 6, Jaquan Morris with 8. You'd like to see him get going 3-point wise because he is a sharpshooter as well as Isaiah May. Those are two guys that when they're on, they're on. But again, a good defensive stand from William Penn can shut that down easily. So we'll see what we can do, though. We'll come back out. 30-second timeout from the Statesman. And Crusoe is going to bring it up. Good defense by Morris. Morris gets double teamed. Pennington from the corner.
Amazing pass.
Nothing good, and I think we'll have a jump ball. We'll see who they give it to. The arrow looks like it's going to stay with William Penn, so that'll be an offensive rebound. Oh, I stand corrected. We're going to go the other way. So that'll be a defensive rebound for for Isaiah May.
And another foul on Crusoe.
Indeed, so. Everett Stubblefield. Good defense by Crusoe. Stubblefield and Coach Sherman call out the offense. Stubblefield drives on Crusoe. High off the glass. Good offensive rebound by Reeves. Reeves with 3 guarding him. Takes the layup, and William Penn's going to come away with a little bit of squirrely ball handling. Pennington. Good block by Isaiah May, though.
Great defense.
Defensive rebound. And then Stubblefield up to Morris.
Man.
Not quite high enough for the dunk. A little bit short. And that's going to be Newton on the.
Did you see the way he extended his arm?
He did. And Morris won the, if I'm not mistaken, his favorite memory from his senior day post was when he won the slam dunk contest during Eagle Madness, and you can see why he would be in the slam dunk contest, because he is quite the air specialist. But nothing doing there on that dunk, and Penn leads CMU 50-36 with just a little under 17 minutes left. We'll have a substitution. It's going to be number 4, Daniel Autry. He replaces James Pennington. And Everett Stubblefield is going to inbound on the baseline. Morris, Stubblefield, 3 in the corner. Nothing doing, and Suarez turned over, though, by Morris, but again, back to Suarez, so we get a stoppage in play, and I think the shot clock operator was a little confused, and so was I, because there was a lot going on there.
That was I about to say, too. I would be confused as well.
Yes. They get it squared away, though, and clock is reset, and away we go. And Crusoe falls down. CMU comes away with it. Everett Stubblefield, 3-on-3. Stubblefield high off the glass, and that's going to be his 8th point, 7th and 8th point of the evening. 50-38. Long 3 by Penn, but again, another long rebound. Good defense again, though. CMU hanging in there. Morris over to Reeves.
Another one.
Again, Keenan Reeves remaining patient there. He could have easily went up with that and may have been able to get a foul, but couldn't have guaranteed the bucket. But good job of him to remain patient and let that defender go by him, and the deficit is now 50-40. That is C.J. Washington's 3rd personal foul. We'll have to see if he. I don't know. No, we got a technical foul as well.
I wonder who the technical was on.
I'm not sure who the technical was on, but they didn't agree with something, and the official said, well, we're just going to tech you up. And Everett Stubblefield's going to go to the line. He makes the first. And I think CMU is going to get possession. Nope, William Penn will maintain possession. It should be 50-41. They haven't thrown it up on the board yet.
Yeah. There it is.
There we go. I usually sit down at the scorer's table, so I'm always watching to make sure that.
If you take a look at the scoreboard, look at the sequence of 8 and 6 we have for the score for the Eagles.
8-6, 8-6, 8. I like that.
That's weird. Like
Isaiah May on the breakaway. Isaiah May with a nice layup. Got it. And
wow.
the deficit is 50-43. Single digits now. We'll see if Penn can come back with something. Wild play though by Penn, and they're a little too sped up. Reeves almost turns it over. He gets it to Stubblefield. Stubblefield goes up, and he's going to be fouled by, I think that's Crusoe. Chance Crusoe he is, and that's going to be his 3rd personal foul.
There goes that energy.
Something that Jay Sean and I talked about was, seeing if you can get William Penn sped up, but sped up in a sense of that they're kind of discombobulated and they're a little too rambunctious, and I think that's what happened here. Wouldn't you agree, Jay Sean?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah. Just keep bringing the energy. That's all we got to do.
Stubblefield. The shot, got it. That's his 10th point of the afternoon, and Penn is going to have a host of substitutions. And we'll see if they can cut the lead to 5. Stubblefield looking for his 11th point of the evening.
And he gets it.
Sinks it, 2 for 2, and the lead is now 50-45, William Penn. looked like he walked there, but officials didn't call anything, and Purnell's going to go away with 2.
I thought he walked to Casey's.
I did. It'd be quite a bit of a walk to Casey's. But alas, they don't call it, and it's 52-45, William Penn. Isaiah May over to Jordan. Jordan with Autry guarding him. Jordan, high floater off the glass.
What a tough basket to the lane.
It is a tough basket. He's a tough player. Purnell, good defensive rebound by James Jordan of CMU. Jordan kicks it out to Morris. This is his first 3. And
oh,
yeah, that's that would count in a horse if you could make it. But again, again, off the top of the backboard there, that's not going to count because it's technically out of bounds. So.
Will we say he made 1 so far,
yes,
or no?
I would. Well, the stats won't reflect that, but we'll say it in our hearts that he's made 1. But unfortunately, won't count on the stat sheet.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Autry for a long 3.
Ooh, a hard fall there.
Isaiah May with a strong board. Everett Stubblefield is looking to go coast to coast. Keenan Reeves. Keenan from the top of the key. Nothing. And I think they're going to get Jaquan Morris on the foul. I think they're going to say he was over the back on Suarez, and he was.
You missed second foul.
Yep. Second personal foul. That's only the first team foul of the evening here in the second half.
Not too bad. Not bad at all.
But we've done a better job rebounding, and we've done a better job defensively. And as I say that, I think that's Malik Edwards is going to put up a little floater in the lane, and the lead is now 54-47. Pass too high for Jordan, or from Jordan to Morris. And a quick turnover, though, and William Penn with a 3 can stretch that back out to 10 points. But I think of the first 7 minutes of this game, or of this half, I think defensively we've really kind of anchored down, and I think our defensive rebounding has been much improved. Instead of Penn getting 4 or 5 offensive rebounds to get a shot, it's usually a one and done. So.
Yeah, most definitely. I think Coach might have put a bug in their ear in the halftime, especially about defense. And another one being rebounding. And it's showing. It's showing on the court.
Isaiah May with the over and back. That is his personal foul. It's the second team foul. And DJ Purnell. He's going to go to the line here.
First one up. Goes in.
Penn only, now 5 of 9 from the free throw line today. CMU 10 of 11, which is really good. Now 6 of 10, so. But an area just kind of looking only 1 of 19 from 3. I got to see if I can even find our lone 3. Isaiah May, 1 of 2. He's got the lone 3 of the day for CMU, so hopefully we can get another one. And here might be the second one. Step back from Isaiah May.
6-point game.
6-point game. William Penn, just a 6-point lead, and as I cue him up once again, perfectly, I might add.
That's the bucket I feel like they needed.
That is. That was the bucket that they needed to kind of get back into this. And I think, again, if you get Isaiah May going from 3, he can really be lethal. It's 2 of 3. He's got 13 points to lead the way. Everett Stubblefield, another one of those guys. He's been the Hart Player of the Week, really good offensively. Hasn't made a 3 yet, only 3 of 11 from the field, but he's done some good things. And you like the balanced scoring attack from Jordan, Morris, and Keenan Reeves. Wouldn't you say so, Jay Sean? So. So it'll be a quick timeout for Penn as we get back started. 56-50. William Penn in the lead. And
like you said earlier, it's kind of hard, kind of difficult to tell who is who with the numbers on the jerseys.
It is.
Blending right in.
It's tricky, and Suarez makes that, and it's now a 9-point game. And yeah, it's actually, the NAI really tries to kind of come down on teams that wear those And just as I say that, there's going to be a turnover. But CVU's going to get lucked out there. And we'll go the other way. No, but in terms of the numbers, it's something that statisticians, broadcasters, people on the PA, or people that are calling your game, if you've got dark numbers on a dark jersey or light numbers on a light jersey, we usually don't like you too much. Just kind of the nature of the beast. CMU, white uniforms with a green shim. Everett Stubblefield up for Morris. Morris. Pennell denied by May. Morris comes away with the rebound. It's 59-52. Morris looks to go coast to coast. I think that he wanted a foul. He was trying to get it, but nothing doing there.
Told you it's going to be a pretty intense game.
It is, and you know, CMU, they've done a good job clawing their way back into this game. Being down 18 against the number 7 team in the country is no easy task to try to come back and make a game out of, but they've done it. It's kind of sloppy ball handling here. And Malik Edwards knocks down a 3 from the right side of the floor, and the lead is back to 10. Again, William Penn, the Hart regular season champion, 7th time in the last 8 years since they've joined the Heart of America. And Charlie Bronikowski and Marcus Anthony are going to make their debuts in this second half. And if you guys remember, William Penn, Mount Mercy, Grandview, and Clark, they were in a conference that was mainly Iowa schools. And when that conference dissolved, those teams started to come over in 15-16 and 16-17. So the Heart of America has gone from 10 to 11 schools to 14. James Jordan with a nice little floater in the lane. The lead is now 62-54, Penn out in front. Malik Edwards from 3 again, almost the exact same spot, and he gives a little look to his Penn bench, and they all throw up the 3.
He is hot from 3.
He is hot from 3. He's got 22. Jordan drives, another little floater in the lane. Everett Stubblefield with a bucket. It's 65-58. William Penn out in front. Edwards with Anthony and now Isaiah May guarding him. Malik Edwards. He's got 22 now. Bronikowski guarding him. A little bit of a mismatch. And again, 3rd consecutive 3 from Malik Edwards, and this man is having a day. 25 points to lead the way.
Seems like an Edwards show. Seems like
it is.
Edwards show.
It is. And he's having a day. And we'll get a foul on the floor.
I wonder how many threes has he shot already.
Well, he's made 3 straight. We'll take a look here in a minute. 5 of 9 from 3, so 15 points. 10 of 16 shooting from the floor. He's got a couple assists, a couple rebounds. Malik, he's only a sophomore from Drexel Hill, Pennsylvania, so you have to imagine he'll be a thorn in opponents' sides for the next few years.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
But you know that William Penn is going to love him. They already do. Jordan, in his final year with CMU, and I think they're going to call a foul, and they do. That's going to be on, I'm going to assume C.J. Washington. Maybe not. Stand corrected, Javian Brown. And James Jordan, he's got 12. He's going to look for points 13 and 14 here as he shoots. Shot is up. Got it.
Bucket. Make it 13 for 3 CMU Eagle players.
Yep, good balance scoring attack, and we'll see if he can add another one, and he does. So 60-68.
8-point game.
Just a little over 10 minutes left. CMU trails 68-60. Good defense by Marcus Anthony on Malik Edwards, and Coach Sherman was probably like, you need to guard him. And And again, out of position on the floor for CMU, and I think they're gonna get a foul, and they do. That's going to be on number 11, Isaiah May. Isaiah's had a pretty good day, and that's going to be the media timeout as we take a little bit of break here. It'll be about a minute break. I'll run through some stats with you guys really quick. James Jordan leads the way, 14 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds. Everett Stubblefield's 13, Isaiah May 13, and Jaquan Morris 10. So, like Jay Sean said, we had some good balanced scoring. It's just really you got to get some of the long range shooters going, and somehow I don't know how you do it, but you've got to stop Malik Edwards, number 3. He's 10 of 16 from the floor, 5 made threes. He's got 25, and the next closest guy to him on the William Penn sideline is Manir Newton with 11. He's almost got a double-double with 11 points and 7 rebounds, and a little bit of better shooting in the second half. CMU 41.1% shooting from the floor, right there with Penn at 41.3. But the tail of the tape, at least in my opinion, Jay Sean, is going to be the 3. 2 of 20 for CMU, only 10% shooting, for William Penn, 10 of 21 at 47.6%.
Yeah, big difference on the three-point line from both teams, you know. And not to just point one player out, but I'm not going to point one player out. I feel like it's a team effort, you know, and it came a lot from the first half, just forcing shots, forcing three-point shots, and just forcing shots in general. You can't one's supposed to be doing that. You know, you're supposed to be sharing the ball, just like William Penn were. That's how they got that huge lead. That's how they came up with a huge lead in the first half.
I would agree. Malik Edwards really coming on strong in that second half, and again, a good balance at scoring attack from CMU. You just gotta knock down some threes, and you gotta somehow stop Malik Edwards. But it is a team sport, and it's, you win together, lose together. Whether one guy has 50 and you guys lose, it's a team sport at the end of the day. Suarez drives, and I think he's gonna get the N1, and he does. Tough bucket there by Suarez, and I think they're gonna get that on Keenan Reeves. They do. That's his second personal foul, 4th team foul for CMU, and we'll have a substitution as Suarez going to go to the line. He's a 6'4", 210-pound sophomore out of Dallas, Texas.
Sophomore at that.
He is. First pair of shots from the charity stripe. He makes the first and the only one, and he's going to get a three-point play the old-fashioned way. So 71-60 here. Just over 9.5 minutes left. Stubblefield to Jordan. Jordan to Stubblefield again. Good screen by Bronikowski. Bronikowski open at the top of the key. He's going to put up a 3. Nothing doing. Suarez comes away with it, and Penn's looking to run with it.
Oh,
and
too easy. It was just
wide open
by
for
itself.
DJ Purnell down low. And just a defensive breakdown from CMU. Jordan drives. That's his 16th point, 15th and 16th point of the game. Long 3 from Penn. But again, another long rebound for the Statesmen. They come away with it, and they're going to have another chance. Second chance points have been hard to come by for Central, but Penn has done well, and a good pass there by Crusoe. And Crusoe gives a little look to the CMU student section. I don't know if they're jawing at him, giving him some grief, but that was a great pass and a great play, and no call there. Morris initially missed the layup, got his own tip in, and he's got 18. And I don't know if we've got a timeout substitution.
It's a flop, so there will be a technical free throw.
Okay. All right. That's something that the NCAA and the NAI and college basketball in general have really just cracked down on. Just said you do not need to be flopping. If you do, we're going to tee you up. Stubblefield misses the first. And can't leave points on the board, but traditionally he's a very good free throw shooter. That's his first miss of the night, 5 of 6.
I thought they would have got the ball back.
I did too. Maybe it's a little... And I don't know, this official's having a conversation with Crusoe. I'm not sure if he's talking a little too much or what's going on, but Coach Sherman is going to come over and have a conversation. And Pennington and Crusoe, so I'm not sure what.
I think it's some conversation between him and the student section.
Yeah, that would make sense. Again, Penn is the number 7 team in the country. They're the Hart regular season champions, and anywhere they go, they're going to have a student section or a rowdy fan base trying to get in their heads. And I think that happened. I think the official came over to Coach Sherman and said, I don't know what he said, but I think if anything gets too much crazier, they might call a warning on the bench for that. Missed by William Penn. It'll go the other way, though. And I've been a part of some of those student sections, and it's really fun to get on those opposing players, but you never want to take it too far.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's a game,
Yep.
and you got to be respectful.
That's true. It is true. McGrew comes in for Bronikowski. Over to Jordan at the top of the key. Jordan, Reeves with the screen. James Jordan, long three. Story of the night, another missed three for Central. Crusoe. Coach Henry, I think in his 18th year with William Penn.
18th?
Yeah, he's been there a long time. He's really built a power at William Penn. And I feel like it's 18 years just off the top of my head. Don't ask me why, but Crusoe. Over to Pennington. Over to Washington. Excuse me, that was Brown, and they just lost sense of time there, and a shot clock violation by the Statesman. And normally your bench is yelling out as the clock is winding down. I couldn't hear any of that.
Yeah, me either.
Might just be because of the loud student section, you know.
Oh, yeah. Or they just weren't paying attention as a whole.
It's also another thing that could have happened. McGrew over to May. May back to McGrew. Reeves is inside asking for the ball. Jordan. Jordan crossover. Step back three. Got it.
And 1-3. You don't see that often.
No, you do not.
That was amazing.
And the three is good. He's got 21 now. And that foul is going to be on number 5, Chance Crusoe. And we've had a 3-point play the old-fashioned way, and we might get to see a rare 4-point play. We'll see if he makes it. Ball is up, and he's got it.
He gets it.
22 for Jordan now.
That's an easy way to get 4 points with just one shot.
Jordan likely a first-team all-conference selection, if not at least in the conversation. Very good player, only 1 year of eligibility with CMU. But
that's impressive, though.
Yep, a graduate transfer, and he's really done a lot and really elevated this team. So we're glad to have him. Crusoe over to Pennington, and a little bit of a defensive lapse, and I think May is going to get called. That is his 3rd personal foul.
Yeah, he was a little late getting there to the defender.
He was. Fell a little bit asleep on that backside. And Pennington. Got it. All right. Pennington makes them both. 77-68. Just a little over 6.5 minutes left. Jordan. I feel like I say Jordan's name a lot, but I think it's just because he scores a lot. So.
He does a lot on the court.
I feel like it's Jordan, Reeves, Morris, Stubblefield, May. I wear their names out, but as I should. Left-handed jump back stepper from Jordan, nothing. And they're going to say that's off of CMU, and Keenan Reeves doesn't like it, and I don't know if Coach Sherman does not like it. And Penn is, they're going to move quickly, trying to catch CMU napping. But again, a long errant pass from Penn. And again, just another thing, you're speeding them up, you're getting them out of rhythm, and just a little bit of sloppy ball handling there.
Yeah, it is pretty sloppy.
Yep. But again, you speed up a team like William Penn, and you got to capitalize on some offensive possessions. So they need to do that here now if they want to kind of stay within striking distance.
Yeah.
Morris over to McGrew. McGrew. Nice little left-handed turnaround layup. Nothing doing, though. Crusoe with the rebound. A good no-look pass, and that's going to be to C.J. Washington. Washington is 6'4" junior out of Houston, Texas.
His first 2 points.
It's his first 2 points of the game. 79-68, Penn out in front. Jordan, little crossover. He goes into about 3 or 4 statesmen and just runs right into him, and I think they're going to get a foul. They do.
Pretty aggressive take by Jordan.
That's going to be Washington's 3rd personal foul. 8th team foul, and James Jordan is going to look for points 23 and 24. This will most likely be his final regular season home game as the postseason starts next week. And CMU had a good little run in January and into early February, but just a tough conference in men's basketball.
Oh yeah.
And, Baker coming on strong and Evangeline their final year. It's a really strong conference for men's basketball.
Yeah. Speaking of Baker, they just defeated the William Penn, number 17 in the nation.
They did. They took Pennington, nothing doing.
Good block by Reeves.
Penn with the rebound and layup, but Reeves with a block. Stubblefield. Yeah, no, Baker knocked off. They handed William Penn their first conference loss of the year at Baker as Jordan drives in. Another tough left-handed layup from the graduate, James Jordan. He's got 26.
Tough layup.
And they'll call Reeves on the blocking foul.
Playing very physical here in the last 5 minutes of the game. For the 3.
Long 3 from Penn. Again, another offensive rebound. Turnover, though. Morris comes away with it to Stubblefield. Back to Morris. Morris over to Jordan. Good ball movement. And the score is 79-74. CMU's crawling back in it.
Just amazing.
Jordan's got 28. I'm going to have to look up his career high for CMU, but he is having a day.
I think his career high might be 30. Oh, smooth.
And
he misses.
Good turnaround. Layup by Penn. Nothing doing, though. Everett Stubblefield coast to coast. Left-handed layup. Got it.
Fancy drive. He had a lot of hang time, too.
The CMU student section comes to its feet, especially the women's basketball program down there, and it's just a 3-point game. I remember we were down 18, and it did not look good for a while for CMU, but they've really come on strong. And again, something that Jay Sean and I have talked about all night, and I'll bring it up again, is just getting William Penn sped up, getting him out of the rhythm, and capitalizing on possessions when you have them.
Oh, yeah, and you were not telling a lie there. Because CMU is getting them out of their character and out of their zone in a sense.
Penn normally making those layups inside, usually really a strong offensive presence down low, but again, another missed layup, and CMU's got a chance to tie here with a 3. Jordan's going to try to do it off the front of the rim, and I don't know if that's another flopping call.
Yep, it's a flopping call.
I think it is, yep. And I would probably agree with that, as much as I don't want to.
Yeah, just a careless mistake there.
Yeah. So flop warning for James Jordan. And Penn goes to the line. They'll make the first.
And only one. Just a very intense game so far.
It is, and I'm not sure. I feel like that. I know that's a flop warning, but I don't know if that goes as a personal towards Jordan. So it says he has 3, but I'm going to check on that. I feel like that's not a foul. It might be, and I might just be wrong. Again, that flop warning is kind of a newer thing in the past couple years. Pennington over to Edwards, and Malik Edwards, he's got 27.
He is everywhere. Floaters, threes, layups,
Yep.
you name it. And even on the defensive end.
He is, yep. And they took that foul off the board for Jordan, so I think it's just a flop warning. No foul there. Stubblefield misses it, but Isaiah May comes away with it. And Isaiah May with a little left-handed layup. 78-82, William Penn in front. Just a little over 2.5 minutes remaining here. Central student section and everyone else cheering on their Eagles in this final regular season home game of the year. Man, good. Man, it's something that Penn just really does a good job of, finding that open man when you think there's nothing down there. They just find someone and just a quick little layup and it's back to 6.
Yeah, it's that easy. It's that quick.
Morris over to May. May looking for his third three.
And it
Got
goes
it.
in. Make it 81-84. Eagles down 3. May's 18 points.
Isaiah May, 18 points. That is his third 3 of the ball game. He's got 3 of the 4 threes for CMU. They haven't shot well from long range tonight, but you know, when it matters most, he's done well, and that's one of those seniors. This is his final home game of his career, and
I know he's not trying to leave like this. He's not trying to end the season like this.
He doesn't want to leave with an L, and it'd be good to have some momentum going into the conference tournament, and this would definitely be a signature win. Central kind of looking at an at-large berth maybe in the national tournament, depending on their RPI. And you know, a win against the number 7 team in the country would certainly help. And you know, strong teams in the conference like Baker, Evangel, MNU. You know, it helps your RPI, and you want to beat those teams. But if you don't, you know, sometimes the committee and the Raiders will take pity on you. Sometimes they won't, though. But just shows how strong of a conference this is. And I'm going to take a quick break. I'll let Jay Sean, if he's got anything he wants to add as we cut. Okay. So we'll be back. 2:14 remaining. This is CMUEagles.com here on the Heart Conference Network. All right, guys, we are back. Just a quick break here. Crusoe is going to bring it up for Penn. Crusoe with Morris guarding him. Over to Pennington. Pennington drives on May, gets him in the air, and
caught a leg in his mouth.
He did. I don't have any words for that. I don't know what that was. You get someone off your feet and weird things happen, and that was a weird one. And it's a foul at the end of the day. That's his 4th personal foul, 17th foul for CMU.
Yeah, like you said, that was very weird. You don't see that often.
Pennington looking to make this a 2-possession game. First free throws up and got it.
And he did.
And Coach Henry, talking with the official over here, I'm not sure what they're discussing, but must not like some calls or non-calls in this game. Pennington, in and out. Again, offensive rebound for Penn, though.
You can't afford for those. You can't afford for William Penn to get second chance points. Time is of the essence right now.
Yep. It was a story in the first half, and CMU's done a good job of kind of stifling that attack in the second, but especially with only a little under 2 minutes left, that's something that you don't want to be giving up those possessions and offensive rebounds, especially on free throws, because you're not only losing points, you're losing fouls.
Everything.
Yeah, that makes it tricky. So Pennington, he's got 7, and James Jordan is going to bring it up.
Oh.
Jordan, nice little crossover, and man, he's just got
that was smooth.
James Jordan, he's got 30.
30 ball.
Again, I'm going to double check his career high. I think that might be a new career high, at least at CMU. I'm sure he's dropped some dimes at a few other places, but man, he's a special player. Crusoe over to
You see the way he just chucked it out?
he did.
He just threw it with little to no effort.
James Jordan averages 18.1 points per game, and they're going to call a charge. I think that'll be on Jordan. That's going to be his third personal. So James Jordan, he has had several 20-point performances. His career high at CMU was 29 against Avila back in November 10th. That was way back when. That feels like a lifetime ago, but he's got 30 now, a new high in a CMU uniform.
Yeah, making a new career high.
And just a little lackadaisical defense for Central, 91-83 now, and CMU needs some points, and they need them in a hurry. Keenan Reeves sends one up. Defensive rebound by Penn, though, with just under a minute left. 48 seconds and counting, and CMU's going to have to start fouling, and they do. Stubblefield. It's going to be his first foul of the evening. But James Jordan, 30 points against the number 7 team in the country. He has shown out in his final home game with CMU, and I think we'll have a timeout by Central.
An outstanding performance by James Jordan, but unfortunately the score is not where you want it to be.
Yeah, and CMU had it within 3 not too long ago, but just, a quick little scoring run by Penn kind of, put you to sleep almost, and you blink and you say, weren't we just within 3? But
exactly.
Again, I've said it all night. It's the number 7 team in the country. They're the number 7 team for a reason. Wrapped up another Hart regular season championship. They'll be the number 1 seed in the conference tournament. So we'll take a quick break. This is Rachel Moore, Assistant AD, Director of Athletic Communications, here with Mr. Jay Sean Northington. We'll be right back. This is SeaMeEagles.com here on the Hart Conference Network. All right, well, we are back. Central's got to start fouling, down 8 with 46.2 seconds left. I believe this is James Pennington, number 1. He's got 7 points. Makes the first. Pennington, make it a 10-point game. Got it. 93-83. So he's got 9. And Central's going to have to work quickly. They need some threes, and they need them in a hurry. Turnovers aren't going to do you much. They keep it alive. Stubblefield misses the layup. Penn comes away with the rebound. And we'll see if Coach Matt Sherman wants him to foul. He does. That's going to be the 4th personal foul for James Jordan. That's the 10th team foul, so they'll be shooting 2 the rest of the way. Makes the first. That's
Wiggles
Crusoe.
in.
It did. It almost looked like it rimmed in and out, but it rimmed in that case, and he's got 10. And I think Coach Sherman's going to call a timeout. I think he did. That's what the officials were gesturing to. Again, this game was supposed to start at 4 o'clock, but some bus troubles for Penn left them stranded in good old Kirksville, Missouri, which is a good spot, but you want to be playing basketball here in Fayette to kind of wrap up your regular season. So this was delayed by about an hour and a half, but we got things going at about 5:15. We're able to get this game in, which is good. And I don't know if I guess we could have played it on Sunday, but which would have been tomorrow, but I'm glad we got it in today at least.
Yeah, I'm glad too.
Yep.
There's a reason for everything. That's
There
what my
is.
parents always tell me.
This is true. So looks like Central is going to head to Evangel if things sit where they are right now. Evangel beat Mount Mercy earlier today.
What was the score?
I'll take a look, see if I can pull it up for you guys. Mount Mercy, one of the bottom teams in the conference, but they gave CMU a run for their money in that first half when they came down here not too long ago.
Oh yeah, they did.
See if I can pull up their stats. And if you guys, as you guys probably know, Evangel's leaving the KCA or leaving for the KCAC after this year. So when Central plays Evangel next week, that'll be the final meeting between those two teams as conference opponents. And I don't think we're able to, for conference rule, because of conference rules, I don't think we're able to play them for a couple of years since they are departing.
That makes sense.
A lot of shifting going on in college athletics, especially in those Power 5 conferences, and you see a little bit of it in the NAI, but 95-83 with just under 30 seconds left. Stubblefield over to Morris. Morris with a three from left.
And he gets that one.
He's got it. I think that's his first three of the game. 95-86.
Oh, that will put Mays out of the game.
That is going to be Isaiah May's fifth personal foul, I believe, if that is on him, and it is. So Isaiah May, he's going to foul out in his final regular season home game as an Eagle. He finishes his CMU career with a double-double at home. He's got 18 points, 11 rebounds, 3 three-point baskets, 7 and 9 shooting from the floor, and he had an assist as well. But he's going to foul out in his final game.
Pretty good performance offensively.
Yeah, not bad. Normally,
double.
Yeah. We had a few guys flirting with a double-double. Keenan Reeves, he's normally a double-double machine. A little bit of a down night for him, only 6.6 rebounds. But we got some contributions in some other areas.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
And off the front, Reeves comes away with it. 17 seconds left. Jordan needs to move quickly. He's going to send it over to Stubblefield. Stubblefield with a long three from the right side. Nothing doing, and I think coach is just going to say don't foul. And I think that's going to do it. So Edwards is going to dribble that out, and that's going to do it here from CMU on the campus of Central Methodist and Public Fieldhouse. Number 7, William Penn, comes away with a 95-86 victory. And normally, Jay Sean, you tell me what you think. 86 points usually gets you a win, but if a team like William Penn averaging about 90 a game and has reached 100 a few times, it's hard to win against a team like William Penn.
Yeah, and it's hard to win when you don't play enough defense to stop them from scoring as many as 95 points, and them going over their average tonight, 5 over. You know, it's pretty. Yeah. It's pretty mind-boggling right there.
But again, I've said it again, guys. I'll keep preaching it. The number 7 team in the country, Penn, has absolutely dominated this conference since they've arrived. 7 of the last 8 regular season championships have gone to the blue and navy, or excuse me, the navy and gold, and Coach Henry and his crew. So a great job by them. I'm going to give you guys some quick stats, and we'll get Jay Sean's opinion on a few things. So 95-86 your final score. Central better shooting in the second half. They finished shooting 45.2% from the field, 43.6% from Penn. One area that just really got them. Penn, 10 of 23 from 3, 43.5%. CMU only 5 of 26. You got to think that probably hurts.
23 from 3?
Yeah, and you know, Central and James Jordan and Malik Edwards really had nights. Career high for James Jordan. He had 30 points, and 29 for Edwards. And, you know, 2 great athletes. Edwards is only a sophomore, so he's going to be around. He's going to bug CMU for the next few years.
Oh, yeah.
Looking at some other stats for you. Total rebounds, really in favor of William Penn, 48-39. Offensive rebounds, they ended up with 15. And second chance points, it seemed like a lot more, 9-4, but, you know, just in my opinion, you've got to get those second chance baskets, and if you don't get those on the rebounds, it's tough to win. Wouldn't you say?
I would, most definitely. Second chance points are very crucial. Just think about it. If it was neck-to-neck game, the second chance point would determine the game.
It would. Good ball movement from CMU. 19 assists to only 16 for William Penn. CMU, really good block-wise. Finished 6-2. Steals even at 7 and 7. Fouls are pretty fairly even on both sides. Penn ended up getting a lot more from their bench, 29-19 points in the paint. CMU actually really kind of rolled 54 to 38 and really had a good evening for that. Nothing fast break point-wise, but overall, I thought it was a good, solid performance. I think it's just William Penn and their high-powered offense.
Yeah.
They don't play as much defense as much as they do offense, and you can kind of tell with that. But, really good offensive performance, wouldn't you say, Jay Sean?
I would, too. And I feel like the thing is with William Penn, they like to push the ball out. They caught CMU, lacking in a few areas and a few times in just the second half. And, with their you got CMU guys trying to conversate with the referees, and the referees are not hearing it. By the time you're trying to talk to the referee, the next thing you know, the ball is down at the other end of the goal, and William Penn is scoring.
Yep.
And now you're like, uh-oh, my bad. What happened?
And another thing I'd say, when you get in those holes like you do with William Penn, you're down 18 and a half. You crawl your way back, but you spend so much time crawling and getting back into those games. I think we probably just ran out of gas those last 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah, I would say, too. That is a major factor. Especially you playing at the speed you're playing and the intensity. You got to use so much energy, and Coach Sherman did a great job of not using as many timeouts, but using the timeouts in the right times and things like that. So
yeah, overall a gutsy performance from CMU. Nothing to be ashamed of against a team like William Penn, and they'll have some things to iron out as they get into postseason play. But I imagine they're if they have a good little run in the conference tournament, they'll probably be in the national tournament. I'll knock on wood just so I don't jinx them. But
we'll knock on wood right with you.
Yes, we'll knock on wood. So the way that it sits right now, CMU, I'm not sure seating-wise, but they're going to go to Evangel. That'll be next Thursday, February 23rd. And looking, when they went down there, they had a good first half against them, but ended up losing, I think, 99-85. So it's kind of one of these kind of games. They struggled in one half, really came on in the second half. Beat them by just 3 at home, and that really kind of got them going. But looking at, Jay Sean, kind of from your opinion, looking at Evangel, what do you think CMU needs to do to advance past them in the quarterfinals and get to a semifinal matchup?
Just bring them the best defense you can. I'm a defensive pest, so me playing basketball, and I see and watching basketball games like this, and I get to observe and realize a lot of things that I'm not able to see, like when I'm on the court and I'm in the stands or up here in the booth. Yep. So I'll say defense most definitely. You need the defense, because great defense creates even better offense. And it tires out your opponent too. You play defense for all those minutes and all those seconds, it adds up, and it's worth it too. And you just got to play as a team as well. And I feel like if Central Methodist keeps playing as a team, but play as a team even more and share the ball more, like you said, 19 assists tonight.
Yep.
Yeah, if they keep sharing the ball and just don't force shots, then we will be in a great position. We will be able to, I believe we'll be able to blow by Evangel.
Yep. Down there was a little bit tough. 99-85 was that final score, but again, Evangel just kind of came alive in the second half. And traditionally, Evangel, no matter who their coach is, Jenkins was their coach for a long time. He recently retired, so they've got a new coach in there. But kind of the culture stays the same. They like to shoot the long balls, and they'll make you pay. So I think defense, like what you were preaching, Deshaun, is something key. And if they want to make some noise in the conference tournament and have a shot at a national tournament bid, they're going to have to get by a tough Evangel squad in Springfield. But that's going to be the last time those two teams ever play against each other, at least as hard opponents. So hopefully they're looking for a little bit of revenge coming down there. Evangel only lost to him by 3 up here, so it'll be a close game. You have any final thoughts that you want to add on tonight?
I just want to say thank you so much for this opportunity, and I hope all the ladies and gentlemen out there watching the broadcast really enjoyed it. I feel like it was a great game, and like I said, I just really appreciate the opportunity, Rachel.
Yeah, no, you're welcome, Jay Sean. We appreciate you having you on and providing some insight for us. Guys, that's going to do it here from Puckett Fieldhouse. I don't know if I'm going to be on another one of these broadcasts. It'll probably be Phil Fortaleza the rest of the way, depending. You'll hear Jay Sean on some of these other broadcasts. If I need to come in, I will. Again, just kind of weird timing with everything that happened today with the bus breakdown. Everything got pushed back by an hour and a half. But that's going to do it from here. We appreciate you guys coming out. Final score here from Puckett Fieldhouse. Penn comes away with a 95-86 victory over the CMU Eagles. CMU is going to finish the regular season with a 17-11 overall record, a 14-8 record in conference play. So, again, that's going to do it from here. I got people looking at me saying, Rachel, why are you talking so much? So I'm going to wrap it up.
That'll be all right.
I got people staring at me. I appreciate you guys listening in. This is Rachel Moore, Assistant AD Director of Athletic Communications. You've been listening to CMU Men's Basketball here on the Hart Conference Network. We'll catch you all next season.